name is Frank Ramirez. I'm running for House District 118 as the Democratic nominee in this race. So House District 118 spans from the south side of Bexar County, all the way from Somerset, Elmendorf, Texas, all the way up to Universal City, Randolph Air Force Base, as well as the majority of our population living in the Harlandale Independent School District. And so I'm running because I've been a lifelong Southsider and resident of District 118, and I grew up in this area. I understand the challenges that are present here because I've lived through them personally. And my top three priorities are public health, public education, and infrastructure. Making sure that we have access to qualified medicine. We have access to hospital and university health systems that serve our community specifically. Instead of having to drive all the way across town to go to your appointment, we should have infrastructure in the south side that allows us and those in the county to have access to these medical facilities, as well as women's health. We need to make sure that our women have access to these facilities as well in order for them to pursue their independent decisions that they need to make on their own without government infringing on their rights. The other thing is public education. We need to ensure that all of our teachers are able to be compensated competitively in order for us to attract and retain talent to create a virtuous cycle for the next generation of our children and leaders. And we need to make sure that the state is doing their part to fund our school systems. Right now, they're only funding it at around 33%. And so where does the rest of the money come from in order for us to pay for our quality education for our children? It comes from you, the individual property owner. It comes from us. And so we're paying higher property taxes because our school districts demand us to fill in the rest of that gap that the state is unwilling to do so. Of course, as well, for our retired educators, making sure that they have a cost of living adjustment and medical benefits after they retire, that they're able to make the best options and choices for their own family situations. And then, of course, infrastructure, making sure that we have roads, state highways, state spurs, and the infrastructure that's peripheral to those things that allows for people to walk to where they need to be safely, that are able to cross the road without the fear of getting hit in the middle of the night because there's inadequate lighting. Making sure that children that are walking home from school have a sidewalk to walk home in. You know, those are some of the challenges that I've personally been presented with growing up in this district, and we need to have a leader who's able to solve those issues because they have the experience both in the Texas House of Representatives and the San Antonio City Council. I worked as a legislative director and chief of staff, and I also worked as a zoning and planning director for the city of San Antonio District 7. So with my experience, I hope to bring a new and fresh perspective to this district so we can solve our problems in a way that works for everyone.